they grew up with the culture ain't done. Did I say we're done? No siree, baby. Ha, one set, one single set. This entire time, what? What? Pa! Pa! What is your best muscle? I can't talk about that here, man. That's only for OnlyFans or Kick. But if we were to talk about things I can talk about on the stream, probably my pecs, shoulders. Actually, maybe my shoulders are natural. Like, they seem to grow naturally very well. My chest grew due to huge amounts of training. Shoulders seem to be my sort of one which seem to grow very well for the lack of training I do on them. He's also been using a dick pump for 9 years with no results. Do you have a camera in my house, dude? Sometimes you creep me out with your knowledge. Like, it actually makes me nervous. It's just too easy. We ain't done. We ain't done. 3. One set, still going. Here we go. Love the pain. Oh, the pain feels so good. I'm kinky like that. Oh, the pain is so enjoyable. Have you noticed? So yeah, this gym literally has like a playlist of maybe 20 songs or something. Now, in general, the music is pretty damn good. I'm actually impressed with this gym. It's just kind of beats. There's nothing too crazy. It's just generic beats. And that's actually kind of my favorite because it's not like overwhelming with just annoying music that people don't like. But it's the fact that it's about 20 songs and it's been repeating for the entire year. The entire year that I've trained here, it's the same 20 songs, it's on repeat. I'm behind you. Haven't you been injured? Many times, mate. Many times. Currently am injured. I currently have an injured shoulder. part of the bodybuilding lifestyle, mate. If you're not injured, then were you really a professional CrossFitter? Do you laugh at all the mere mortals around you as they struggle to lift? Yes, absolutely. That's all I do. I go, no, surprisingly not, because I too was them once. They're good tunes, like they're just like they're yummy little tunes. Let me just clean this machine and we're moving on, folks. I'll just clean this up. Yeah, we're talking about air fryers, lady, and I said if I want to get one, but Jody was concerned that you might be upset if I don't have greasy air vents anymore. Hey, Elian, can you tell me how to pronounce your name so I make sure that I'm saying correctly? Am I saying it correctly? Is it just Elian? Eli, done. Howdy, cold girl. Howdy, partner. Eli, what's your background, mate? We are off and running. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. I do wonder if I can pull this one off. I've actually never done this in this gym because usually it's so packed out with people, but today's a good day. So let's see. Are these all the same dimensions? I think so. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I've... I want to see something. Yeah. Yeah, the gym. This machine's all the same. How are the partners? I wasn't sure if that side was bigger than this side, but they seem to be identical, so let's do it. Thing. Let's switch out this handle, continue on with some juicy buys. How did that sound? How about that? How about that, chat? Super counts. Yeah, super counts. Eli, I keep on asking about what's your training background. You seem to be avoiding my question. 112, I want a sumo. Oh, I want a sumo? Well, the way you're saying it sounds weird, Weller. He's talking about sumo lifting. The way you say it sounds like you want to sumo wrestle. Because no matter what your weight is, in theory, you'd be able to sumo. It's very annoying that I can't go full extension here. Let's see how I feel about this. Hammer curl it. Or handle it. Let's see. Okay, we'll try handle and see what happens. I didn't know yeah, I was assuming that. I was assuming with your answer that was kind of weird how you put it. This is funny. One, 25. I have been in this world of the gym for 10 months. Oh, you're just a baby, mate. Respect on the grind, man. Well, congratulations on making the best decision of your life. You will not regret it, man. You will definitely not regret it. And you're already lifting big ass weights for such a beginner. That's big boy weights right there. More ting. Back. Easy. I'm gonna keep going up and wait until I find what I feel like is the appropriate weight to work with. That was still a little bitty weight. More reps, one set. So I'll see how I feel, but I'll probably hit just single set with this. And, well, not a drop set, we'll see. Samurai. Mate, how's running on your little, not running, cycling? You still keeping to it, man? Man, these underwears give me a wedgie as freak. Why is it riding up so high? Damn. Don't mind me, chat. Just trying to readjust the situation. The boy's getting wedged out. So, how long does it take you to feel alert in the mornings? Good question, man. It depends Okay, first of all, currently not as good as sometimes in my career, depending where I am at and what I'm implementing. But right now, not too shabby. It's a little bit messy, so what happens is I go to bed a few hours after Chloe. Chloe usually falls asleep at least an hour, if not two, before me. But then she, in the morning when she wakes up, she does things like she needs to make like a protein shake in a blender. So like at 8 a.m. or something, it'll be like, and I'll just be like, well, I guess I'm awake now. So it's kind of a bit broken. I will wake up to that, then usually kind of snooze off again once she's left for maybe another hour or so. And then once I'm up like at 9 a.m., I'll become alert pretty quickly. Like in half an hour, I sort of like will lie in bed, become alert, maybe open my computer to start doing stuff. But I try and get out of bed and begin stuff quickly. I don't want to sort of lie around too much, or then you kind of remain in a daze. So I'll say about half an hour to really get going. Eli, welcome to family, mate. Wait, no, Eli's lurky. Lanky, what's going on, legend? Welcome to family. Thanks so much. KDM. So you're in South Korea. We were talking about South Korea yesterday. Because South Korea. So I'm currently based in Taiwan. KDM, I'm in Taiwan. But it's very notable that South Korea seems to be very proactive in their fitness. Like it seems like a big thing. I mean, physical attractiveness is like a big deal in Korea. Like the fact that it's like the capital of plastic surgery, but also like bodybuilding and all that stuff. It's probably like the capital of bodybuilding in Asia at this point. Colby, yeah, Walla, that's so true. I remember when I was like in primary school, I used to wake up. What did I used to wake up? 5:30 a.m. Or was it earlier? It was like 5 a.m. Because I used to wake up to catch the morning yoga show before the kids shows came on. There's kids shows for like an hour before I'd go to school, but I'd get up before them to watch get hot chicks like do yoga. I started young. I was a horny kid from a young age. So I'd watch chicks for like doing yoga for like an hour or half an hour. Then the kids shows would come on, and then I'd go off to primary school. Man, different days now. Nah, fuck form, Sergo. It's all about looks, mate. Just about looks. Yummy. Your form's always decent. Thanks, mate. Your form's always average, Spoach. Yeah. I'm doing all right. Fairly mediocre. You know me. Christ, Eli, it's pretty much what I'm doing right in front of your eyes, man. Every single rep of this is like a front double bicep. Form looking shit as always. Keep it up. Thanks, Colby. Appreciate it, mate. I'm doing what I can. I just need to get in the mind of a Twitch viewer, you know? If I was doing it right, I then couldn't relate to you guys. So I want you guys to feel like I can relate to you. So I'll act like a fool, and then you guys go, oh, he's one of us. Big in number, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Nothing gets them baddies hot and excited like a guy lifting big boy weights. Ooh, yummy. Oh boy, we're getting there. And the gym's so lovely and empty at this time. God. It's just such a nice vibe when a gym is empty and you just can run around and make the most of it. Exactly, Vonnie. Well, no, he doesn't want to come out. He just never wants to return. The skinny boy in me is like, never let me come out again. Lovely jubbly. Love schmav. Love schmav. I feel like shit. Why? What's happened? What's going on now, man? Jesus, Willie. Jesus, kayaker, mate. Long time no see, bro. Dude, I'm in Taiwan at the moment. We might overlap in the next few weeks more if it's not a good time for you, because I may be in Australia in a week's time and then Philippines afterwards. So my time zones may move around a little bit. But I hope you're doing well, man. I've got a headache because of no hat. Jeez. Willie? $1,000 USD and I can make the hats work. How's that sound? And I'll give you a hat for free. Signed by me. How's it sound? I think that we got ourselves a deal. No, it's actually not that just the hat, it's for an order of hats. It's for an order of many hats. So it's the start of Spoachie's merch line. So you would be responsible. People would go, wow, Willie, you are a legend. You have helped put Spoachie on the map. What a lovely, wonderful guy. It's a pretty good deal. God damn. Where can we go? Why is this gym getting harder and harder? Even like no one's here, it's still hard to find an area. Toad, you're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. Of course you're using the salts. Of course you're hitting the salts, mate. Why am I not surprised? You're unbelievable, Willie. You think it's funny? You think it's funny, mate? You're sick, bro. Hilarious. I'm hilarious. I'm the comedic genius of this community. Don't you forget it, mate. Alrighty. Okay, I'll stand over there. Just gotta move to a different spot, guys. Now it's available. Gollum-fied. What's Gollum-fied, man? There are no socks as of yet. Well, I remember, well, first of all, mate, maybe come in from, don't just do this. you'll probably pass out. I would be like this. Kind of that style and see if it does anything. But I remember, so Joe Sthenix on Instagram, who's a very big social media bodybuilder, he went and trained with Larry Wheels, and Larry and stuff use all those salts, but Joe had never used them. Now he's a pro level bodybuilder, right? He's never touched them. That's why I say it's irrelevant. You don't need them. That's why I'm laughing that you're taking them. They're so unnecessary unless you're like a Larry freaking Wheels lifting of weights. Anyway, Joe was like, well, if you got him, let me give it a go. And he had a sniff and he almost passed out. He was like, he was just coughing, his face was melting, his eyes were like crying, there was nose goo dribbling and stuff. He was messed up. Like he was so messed up from them. Sure, I want to try them just for the sake of it, just see what it's like. But I do know that it can fuck a person up. So I'm not surprised. If you went like this, dude, I'm not surprised. I would have never done it. I would have been like this. And just to see what happens. But, and I looked into them in the past about buying them, but when doing research, I just realized like there are countless pro-level bodybuilders who don't touch them. There's absolutely no reason why I need them. Go pee. Ouchie. See that? Correct, that's what I'm doing well. I think they're perfectly fine. I think they're perfectly fine. I've done them before. They have their benefits. A little bit of a reduction of activation of other muscle groups because you don't need to like stabilize yourself and strengthen your core or hold your core as much like you are here, you're having the balance. So it's definitely good. I just sort of find that I can just push out a bit heavier weights standing, but But seated is still fantastic. Not that serious. It's always serious, Colby. If I'm not doing it, someone else out there would do it instead of me, man. Okay, Timmy, so what have you done, mate? Have you done anything worthwhile as of yet? This shoulder exercise, it's intense. And the number one issue with the shoulder exercise is that people can push out, let's say, big chest exercises, maybe rep some big weights with their arms, maybe push some big weight with their shoulders. So they think, overhead that is, they think lateral raises, then the equivalent. Absolutely not. Lateral raises, very rarely will I see someone who should be hitting 10 kg or above, whatever that is in LB. Whoops. Well, I did that the wrong way. That was definitely not what I meant to do. Anyway, whatever, I can't be bothered. You should be doing very light weights for lateral raises in general. In general, you should be doing very light weights because it is not necessary to have big, strong shoulders. You need years of like training them up. Thank you, Sophie. I'm at like 6 kg. Good, good. So you should. My dumbbells are 10 lb. Good, good. Don't understand like 10 kg. I'm talking is like you have to be ridiculously strong to be pushing over 10 kg. Like I'm going into over 10 kg and I've had a decade under my belt. Yet I can see countless kids who are not even a quarter my size, not even a fucking quarter of my size, even in this gym right now, who are pushing out the same weights as I am. And it's fucking moronic. All you're doing, there's a big difference between this and this. This is me using my shoulder deltoid to pull it up, pull it down. This is using momentum bouncing and then no resistance on the downwards, letting gravity take it back down. Massive difference. Yeah, that's pretty much how everyone trains. They go, you snooze, you lose. If that were true, you'd be back in the film industry. What's that? I don't know what you're responding to. Yeah, absolutely dope. Good. So it should. It should burn and hurt. Burn and hurt. Anyway, now let me go up and wait. What am I going to do? No. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, my shoulder is not cracking. Yeah, but the thing is, Colby, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely right. The longer I'm away from the film industry, the less, in a sense, I'll be remembered. Like, for example, when I decided I was going to focus more on streaming, I was rejecting multiple film jobs. I had about 4, 5, 6 sort of film jobs offered to me when I sort of decided I was going to move more into full-time streaming and away from film. Now I have no idea what I'm missing out. My numbers are different over here. So I have no idea what phone calls and messages I've missed since leaving Australia, but I have no doubt that it's slowed down, if not to the point where no one's calling me anymore. But that was not by accident, that was by choice. I chose to move into another industry. So it's all different. Like, you're allowed to change your goals in life. You're allowed to continue to update your purpose. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good, man. What weight is that? This was 17.5 kg, then 15 kg, then 10 kg. You just left it. I will always love film, and it's sort of funny. I know that most of you guys will look at this and not see it kind of as film. I still get that excitement and enjoyment that I get from when I was making movies. I still get excited by the thought of, like, when I was in film set, I was excited about meeting new people, traveling to new locations, shooting something in which someday someone will watch it and be entertained by it. Streaming's all of those things, it's just slightly different. I just need to try and work out how to make you guys entertained by it. That's the part I'm still failing at. Yeah, so it was kind of just, I naturally transitioned. Also, when I started film, I originally wanted to be a nature photographer. That moved into sort of natural documentary shooter, like David Attenborough style. And then that transitioned into making movies, storytelling and stuff. So I have always kind of transitioned and updated the goals, but always still a very similar trajectory. You know, it still has to do with entertainment, still has to do with this kind of media of film and people viewing. It's kind of just like stuff changes. Thanks, Dave. Shave your skin live. Could be more. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, you're sort of saying the downsides of the film. Yeah, the film situation is obviously I have less control. I don't get to control the whole production, and there's hundreds of people involved in productions, and that means I'm at the mercy of other people's times. And what would happen was that progressively you lose more and more of your own time to dedicating it to someone else's vision. So to say, someone else is making a movie, and you're getting less and less of your own creative juices being utilized, which is like what I want to do. I want to go and create my own stuff. I don't want to just be working someone else's stuff, and that's sort of started to stand out to me. I was like, oh my God, I just keep working on production after production after production of helping other people's visions come to life, and I'm now less and less being able to make my own stuff. So doing this is basically, yeah, exactly, mate. I would call myself a bit of a Steven Spielberg of live streaming, wouldn't you say? See, look, there's some bugs. I've got high-end visual effects. So many bugs. It's pretty tech savvy up in here, isn't it? He kept him getting in trouble for being careful to Brooklyn to work. See, I can do my own editing.
One eternity later. Ain't done. One more. Here we go. Yummy. Spoachie was editing. So actually, editing was my main career, so to say. As in, that was what I got hired most for. I would edit short films, music videos, commercials, corporate films, the whole shebang. Not big like Hollywood films, obviously. That's a whole nother level. But I loved editing. Editing was the most fun. I love editing because editing was kind of, an editor is as much as is equally as important as a director. Equally as important. A director helps actors get in the zone and they have a vision and stuff, but an editor needs to sit there and put that vision together. The editor has to understand what the director wants and stuff, because the director will very often not be present. The editor will sit there and put the movie together, so they're equally as important. And I love sort of being able to just sort of put all this stuff together to finalize a film. So I loved it. I absolutely loved editing. Also, I didn't have to deal with everyone's shit, generally. On sets, it's a nightmare. It's a goddamn, it's like high school again. Everyone's like gossiping and bickering, and people are sleeping with each other, people are having fights with each other, everyone's backstabbing. While editing, you're like in your own little cave. You're just like a vampire. You're just like in a cave on a computer, and you're just there the entire time, just working away. But I kind of liked it. How to be rich. Oh, you've come to the right person. You've come to the right person. Duffy, I'd say find a job, find out what your purpose and passion is in life. Let's say, you want to, you want to be a YouTuber or something. You just need to stick to it
work on it and keep on getting better and better with each thing that you create. And as long as you really enjoy it, have a passion for it, it never really feels like work. For example, I really, really enjoy fitness, and I really enjoy filmmaking, collaborating them together to make something like streaming. I don't really get that stressed out by it, whilst I die inside so often. I get really cringy, uncomfortable watching so many streams, like when I go scroll through and it's so blatantly obvious. People are like forcing themselves to do this stuff, not because they want to, because they want to just be famous and rich or something. And I'm just like, you're gonna burn out. You 100% will burn out, just like anyone else in the past who, wanted to be an actor or something, but it was just because they wanted to be rich and famous. If you don't truly enjoy it, you're going to burn out. So I'd say go and find whatever that thing is you're interested in, and then it's not as much work. What was the difference with the Hollywood movie edits? You just need to be more established. You need to be much more established. Like, it takes just decades. It takes decades to get to that level. You need to prove yourself through just like literally hundreds of short films, music videos, commercials, smaller films to bigger films and stuff. It just takes a long time unless you have contacts. The alternative is you come from someone who's already well established in the industry, which I was not. So it just takes a long time. The only thing Spoachie burns out is his bum with all his healthy food. Jesus Christ. You good? You good, mate? You got an FXB? Look, nowadays I would say very unlikely. If I had the option, I think it would be very unlikely, just because there's a difference between when you're in your teens to your early 20s to when you're in 30s to your 40s. You're in different stages of your life and you have different aspirations. I've grinded for a long time in the movie industry, working for hundreds of people, hundreds of different jobs. I'm at a stage where I think it's time, with my experience. I've had a lot of experience in film